Alrighty, so you've done your character analysis on Aaron, you've glued down your Christmas present, your ornaments, your picture, you've done your plot tree. Now you're coming to your conflict stockings, and for your conflict stockings, you're going to need your 4 stockings. Remember, one says man versus man, man versus nature, man versus society, and man versus self. You need to put all 4 down, even if you're going to have some empty stockings. You're also going to need the 6 strips. Remember, they're the ones that have the little candy pieces on it. On each of these strips, you are going to write down a conflict that you identified from our movie. All of these are found on the back of your viewing guide. Remember, the ones that are numbered 1 through 6. We also went together as a class, and we talked about what all of these mean. And so all you need to do is, once it's written down and this has been glued down, all you need to do is put the strip in the correct stocking. You don't need to worry about sorting it because we've already done the sorting. So we've got our plot tree. We've got the last little section right here, the last section on our front of our flap, and this is actually where we're going to glue down all of our stockings. For this one in particular, we are going to be using liquid glue, and like I said, you need to make sure that you are using a very small amount of glue. Now for your liquid glue, what you're going to try and do is you're going to try and glue down as much as the bottom half of your stocking as possible, but we want to leave the top part of your stocking with a little gap so that you can slide in your strips. So what you're going to do is you're going to flip your stocking over. Remember, make sure that it's decorated first. You're going to take your liquid glue, and what you're going to do is you're going to put liquid glue along the very edge. Try to get as close as possible to the edge, and you're just going to do the sides. Don't do the top, because if you do the top, then you've defeated the whole purpose, because you need the top open so that you can actually glue it down. So see how I've got glue on my sides, but I've left the top alone. So once I've done that, I am just going to go ahead and I am going to place my stocking down gently. If you've got excess of glue, that's okay. Just grab a tissue, you know that they're on top of the iPad cubes, and just wipe the excess down. Try not to leave too much stickiness on, because if you do, when you close this flap, it's going to get all stuck and gross, and then I'm not going to be able to open it, and if I do open it, I might tear some of your project, and I really don't want to mess up your project. So just glue it down. Make sure that you can lift the top. You see how I can still lift the top a little bit? I need that so that I can slide my little slips in there. And then you arrange the 4 stockings however you want. There's not a particular order that I want them in. I just want to make sure that you have all 4 stockings. And then as soon as your glue dries all the way, remember, you got to wait till it dries all the way. If not, you're going to have a sticky mess. You're going to take one of your strips with the conflict already written in it, and you are just simply going to slide in your conflict strip into the correct stocking. And some of your stockings may have more conflicts than others. Some of your stockings may not have a conflict at all. That is perfectly fine, but you still need all 4 stockings on your folder. So you're going to do the same thing for the remaining stockings. Be patient. The air will dry the liquid glue, but don't try and close the flap just as soon as you've put down your stockings. You need to give it some time to dry.